Welcome back to Learning Karate with Clement Sequeira and Cletus Sequeira, national level medalists and authorized instructors, with over 25 years of experience. If you've watched the previous video, the slap kick in karate should be quite familiar. If you've not, go ahead and watch it now.
Welcome back to another episode of Learning Karate with me. I'm Sensei Clement. So today we're going to talk about the orange belt techniques. In your previous episodes, you have learned the white belt techniques and the yellow belt techniques, which are primarily on a forward stance. So now you will learn to transition from a forward stance to a back stance, use knife hand blocks in all your techniques. You'll be using a lot of back fist strikes, you'll be using hammer fist strikes, you'll be using a lot of kicks and horse stance movements as well. So watch these techniques, then I will come back to you with a detailed explanation of how these techniques can be put into practice. Watch it and let's learn together. So let's talk about the orange belt techniques, and as usual I have Cletus with me who would be assisting me with this. So orange belt techniques are generally performed on a back stance, and you generally have a back stance to forward stance movement and coming back to back stance with a variety of moves with your hands, blocks, attacks, back fists and things like that. So your first technique is you go to a back stance to forward stance, down block, same hand inner forearm block, same hand back fist, and you move forward with a knife and block. So let's see how we can apply this technique. So I'm on a back stance, my attacker is on a forward stance, he moves with a punch forward, I move my leg away, down block, another punch comes in, inner forearm block with the same hand, and I attack him on the face. As I attack him on the face, he moves back and tries to punch me again. I move forward, tap this hand, attack him with the knife and block. So let's try it out again. Back stance, down block, inner forearm block, back fist strike, move and tap the punch, attack the collar or the neck with the knife and block. So your second technique is back stance to forward stance, upper block, same hand outer forearm block, same hand back fist, move forward, knife and block. So let's see how we can apply this. Go to back stance, go to forward stance, attacker moves forward with a face punch, I move my leg away, upper block, another punch comes in, outer forearm block, I attack him with the back fist. During my attack, he moves back and tries to punch me again. I move forward, tap the punch, attack the collarbone or the neck with a knife and block. Let's try it out again. Upper block, outer forearm block, attack the temple with the back fist, tap, attack the collarbone or the neck with a knife and block. So your next technique is on back stance, down block, inner forearm block, reverse punch, back leg front kick, keep your leg forward and knife and block. Let's see how we can apply this. I'm going on back stance, my attacker is on a forward stance, moves forward with a middle punch. So I move my leg away, down block, same hand, another punch comes in, same hand inner forearm block, and I punch him. During my punch, he moves back, I kick him and he tries to attack me again, tap and attack the collarbone with a knife and block. Let's try it out again. Down block, inner forearm block, reverse punch, front kick, tap, attack with a knife and block. So your next technique, that is the fourth one, is very similar to your third one, except for the fact that instead of doing a down block, inner forearm block, punch and front kick, you are doing a upper block, outer forearm block, punch and a side kick with a knife and block. So let's see how we can apply it. So I go to a back stance, there's a face punch towards me, I move my leg away, do an upper block, another punch comes in, outer forearm block, and I attack with a punch. When I attack, the opponent moves a little bit backwards, side kick, he tries to punch me, block, and a knife and block. This is an attack on the collarbone or the neck. So let's do it again. So upper block, outer forearm block, punch, side kick, block, attack. So this is your fifth technique, and as we progress, it gets a little complicated with additional moves like the horse stance, back stance, and so on. So right now, you're on the back stance, you go to forward stance, down block and punch, come back to back stance, inner forearm block, move forward, horse stance and a hammer fist. Let's see how we can apply this. So I go to a back stance, my attacker is ready, he moves in with the punch, I do a down block and a punch. So attacks me again with another punch, I move this side, do an inner forearm block to move him away, hold the punch, move forward and a hammer fist to the temple. Here I am on a horse stance. So let's try it. Down block, punch, inner forearm block catch, hammer fist. So your next one, that is the sixth technique, is also very similar to the fifth one. You perform a back stance and a horse stance and a forward stance. So let me show you. You're on a back stance. So upper block, reverse punch, come back to your back stance, outer forearm block, move forward, horse stance, hammer fist. So let's look at it. I go to a back stance, my attacker is ready with the face punch, upper block. Then immediately follow up with the attack. It's a punch. I move here, outer forearm block, grab his hand, move forward, horse stance and a hammer fist to the temple. Let's try it out again. So ready, upper block, punch, outer forearm block, move forward, hammer fist to the temple. So this is your seventh technique. From now on, you start using your kicks, precisely scissor move kicks. So previously you have seen all your techniques had a defensive move first, then you would counter attack. But now this technique onwards, you actually attack first, and then with the opponent trying to attack you, you counter attack and then you finish the technique. So this technique is on a back stance, you do a scissor move front kick, go to forward stance, down block and punch, and come back to your back stance with a knife and block. So let's see how we can perform with the opponent. So I go to a back stance and be ready for a kick. I am now anticipating that he is trying to kick me or attack me. I attack him with a scissor move kick. He tries to punch me. I do a down block and punch on a forward stance. Now he is trying to attack me again with another punch. I block this and I sweep him like this with a knife and block. So let's try this again. Scissor move front kick, down block and punch, and a sweep with a knife and block. So this is the 8th technique, and it's very similar to your 7th technique. The only difference is, instead of doing a front kick, scissor move front kick, you're doing a scissor move side kick. Instead of doing a down block, you're doing an upper block. So let me show you. Back stance, scissor move, side kick, go to forward stance, upper block, reverse punch, come back to back stance, knife and block. So let's see how we can apply this. So I am ready on a back stance. My opponent is ready there. Now I anticipate that he is going to attack me. I attack him first. Do a scissor move, side kick. He moves backwards, tries to punch my face. I do an upper block and attack him. Now he tries to attack me again. So I tap this and do a sweep with a knife and block, and I floor him down. So let's try it again. Come closer a little bit. So scissor move, side kick, face punch, upper block, attack, tap, knife and block, and floor him. So this is a 9th technique, that is using a scissor move turning kick. You go to a back stance, forward stance, and come to a back stance. So you start with the back stance, scissor move turning kick, land on back stance. In the previous technique, you landed directly on forward stance, but here you land on back stance, inner forearm block, go to forward stance, reverse punch, then again come back to back stance and a knife and block. So let's see it. So I am here ready to face my opponent. He's on a forward stance. Now I know that he's attacking me. I attack him with the kick to the temple with the turning kick. So I do a turning kick, he moves back and I land on back stance, block this punch with the inner forearm block. He moves, opens up his chest, go to forward stance, push my weight forward, punch. He tries to attack me again. I perform a knife and block, tap here and sweep and put him down. Let me show it to you again. So a scissor move turning kick, go to back stance, inner forearm block, go to forward stance, move your weight forward, punch, tap and knife and block down. So the next one, the 10th technique, is also very similar to the previous one. That is the 9th technique, where you actually use a turning kick and use an inner forearm block. Now we are using a scissor move slap kick and an outer forearm block. The rest of the technique is the same. So go to a back stance, scissor move slap kick, land on back stance, outer forearm block, go to forward stance, reverse punch, come back to your back stance and knife and block. So let's see this. So I am on a back stance. My attacker is ready. So I start the attack with the scissor move slap kick to his face. He tries to attack me. I go to back stance, outer forearm block, punch. Now he tries to attack me again with another punch. I tap and I sweep him down with a knife and block. Let's try this again. So a back stance, ready for attack, slap kick, back stance, outer forearm block, punch to the ribs, tap and sweep down with a knife and block. So those were your orange belt techniques. If you had fun practicing them, don't forget to like the videos, share them and subscribe to our channel.